Hello everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we are going to chat about Trump's third indictment. So a few days ago, I'm sure everybody heard, it's been all over the news. Trump was indicted again, and I believe he went and appeared on Thursday to plead non guilty to all those three counts, three charges. And I think that's related to the January 6th insurrection. I have no words at this point. So this is like the third time that Mr. T has been indicted since he left office. And clearly not the last, right? So yes. Oh, so yeah, before we got started, for those interested, I'm going to be using the Astro Matrix tarot deck. Pretty cool. Uh, 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 Pretty cool deck. I think it's on a discount right now on Amazon if you're interested. So yes, and I also want to say thank you to my current subscribers, my new subscribers on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute. I am so grateful, you guys, that you are on this journey with me. It brings me joy, really. So without any further ado, Trump got indicted again, third time. I have no words. Let's just go on and see what the cards wants to say. Now, if you're new to this channel, I think every time Trump got indicted, I've done a video to that effect. Some of those videos got taken down on YouTube, and I'm going to try to watch my words this time around to see if I can sneak it in so it can go past the algorithm. So if you want to see the entire library, you may have to go to Rumble. Rumble have all those missing Mr. T posts that I did on YouTube. So I just want to give you a heads up. So let's take a look and see what the cards wants to say about this indictment. The third one. I'm like, good Lord, this guy, they're not gonna let it up. They're not gonna let it go. They're attacking him at all fronts, right? So that tells me that, this is desperation in the highest level. And if this is not waking up people, I don't know what is. Whatever way you may feel about the man, Big Daddy T, it makes you wonder, right? So let's see what the cards wants to say about this third indictment that Mr. T is facing, right? So he pled non guilty to that. And if I remember, I think people have been floating around that that's the Senate, the Congress impeachment on that, but nothing came out of that impeachment. But now that he's a private citizen, they're doing it, giving it another go. I'm not too sure on the details. If you guys are aware of the blow by blow, please comment below. I'm intrigued to know, to hear your thoughts on this. So what does the cards wants to share about Mr. T's third indictment? Right, what does the card wants to share? Because we already seen both indictments in my previous post. So let's see what the cards wants to share about this one. I am okay. So for those interested, I'm going to be using the Kachina spread. Right. Seven of Swords. First card. Page of Cups, situation. Three of Cups, recent past. Trying to make room here. Page of Swords, present. Queen of Swords, potential outcome. So we're asking what the cards wants to share about this. Two of Pentacles, clarification. And the Chariot, clarification. So this is the only major arcana here in this spread, so that's pretty interesting. Chariot is movement. So we asked, what the cards wants to share about this third indictment. So it looks like this was a strategy, right? And then, so not only is a strategy for us to pay attention, it's as if to highlight the sneakiness of, that party, the woke left. They're trying to get away with as much as possible. This is trying to get away with something card. You see this gentleman trying to get away. He went to this person's property, and it looks like a pirate, right? He's trying to steal these swords. But he left two of these swords as a signature mark to say that I've been there, I've conquered it, I've taken your stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it. So this is kind of like the woke left, right? They're trying to get away with something brazen, broad daylight, no care in the world. They're not even ashamed of leaving their fingerprint for everybody to see in this. And this explains it pretty well, right? With that Seven of Swords. So Swords is about truth, words, information. So they're not ashamed of their tactics. They're pretty out there for her to see. And then, interestingly enough, 2 pages, right? Present and situation. So this is awakening a lot of people with that Page of Swords. Truth is coming, very uncomfortable, right? Not on Trump camps, but on what those tactics the tactics that those Democrats, the party, the DNC, whatever you want to call it, cabal at this point, because it looks like they're grouping themselves in one breath, right? And uncomfortable truth. A lot of people are coming awake to their tactics, to what they're doing. Again, when you see page or message, it's a signal. It's also a pivot. So a lot of people are pivoting, right, against what's going on, because whatever you may say, no matter how much a person is brainwashed, innately people are good. Innately people knows when something is fair and when something is not fair. And I think here that kind of depicts this with that truth sword. Sword is about truth, words, information, uncomfortable truth. A lot of people are getting uncomfortable because I think there was a few days ago there was this article about a leftist who was whose title is like, maybe we're the bad guy in this situation. And I think it started to sink in, right? I think Benny Johnson have kind of mentioned that. So it looks like the card is agreeing that a lot of people are being uncomfortable with how things are going about. Now, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is usually about also message, but this is going to be a surprise, right? This is going to be unexpected. So this third indictment of sort is I guess it's for the sleepers, because it looks like this is where it's directed to. It's kind of taking some of these people by surprise, because that J6 again, even though there's a bunch of information out there to prove that J6 was not Trump's fault, that J6 have been orchestrated by a particular group in alphabet agency, FBI primarily. So all of that is coming to light. Yet they're still going after this man, Big Daddy Z, without any actual evidence. So that caught a lot of people by surprise. So anywho, moving forward, outcome. So that's going to wake up not only a lot of people, but that's going to bring forth a lot of evidence, truth, and stuff. So I think we kind of sort of heard that, where now this lawsuit or this indictment is going to allow Trump to to subpoena people to do discovery and to bring information out there. And that Queen of Swords looks like that's exactly what this is going to be about, through legal means, where a lot of information is going to be coming to light. Interesting. So obviously the media is going to try to do their best to juggle, to play with the information, to play with the facts a little bit. They're going to do everything that they can, right, to try to get away with a lot in the way they dance around some of the issues, some of the truth, right? And however, with that Chariot, so Chariot is a fast-moving vehicle, is a fast-moving emotion or shift, all of the above, right? So it looks like things are moving along pretty swiftly in terms of people's awakening process. People are really shifting in terms of how they're feeling about this whole fiasco, right? And so interesting. In the past, with that Three of Cups, so a very long time, they thought that they were on top. They thought that they were leading the way. They thought that, so that particular group, right, the DNC or cabal, whatever you want to call it, for a very long time, they thought that they were on top. But it looks like they're getting an awakening moment, especially for the people who have been drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Especially when they find out the truth that's going to be coming out soon. Queen of Swords is always about cut and dry information. It's always about giving sound advice. She's very clear cut. She doesn't miss words. She's not the kindest person, because again, anything that deals with swords is very harsh, is very exact. So when she comes down, she's like precise in her thing, in the way of doing things. And a lot of people, I believe that she's kind of like the little sister of the Justice card, where she tells you how it is, and you're gonna have to brace yourself, right? So yeah, the media, the cabal is gonna try their way, to dance around a lot of the issues, a lot of the facts, because again, Pentacle deals with evidence, with what's factual, with what's real. They're gonna try to dance around the issue. However, that's gonna cement, driving the point home to the sleepers that they're engaging in some funny business, that they're really awakening people. So that's pretty cool. So okay, we know that ultimately the bad guys, they really want to eliminate Mr. T, Big Daddy Z. So let's see what the cards wants to share about that, right? They want, what's going to happen? I mean, will that indictment be take hold, right, or be successful? Because they want to eliminate him as much as possible, because they don't want him in the running. They will take anybody else except for Mr. T, clearly. So all this attack is showing that. So what does the card wants to say? What's the outcome pertaining to this indictment? What's the outcome pertaining to this indictment against Big Daddy D? What's the outcome? Because I think that this is a show, but hey, to expose the bad guys, because those are Trump charges, like literally Trump charges, no basis whatsoever. So let's see what what the cards wants to share. What's the outcome pertaining to this indictment? Four of Wands. It's like a reunion of sort. Five of Wands. Ooh. Two Wands. Okay. Three of Cups. Again, I mean, you guys, you've seen I've shuffled in the recent past. Let's Page of Sword. Again, present. That's interesting. And the Seven of Swords. Judgment. That's a major arcana. And Ace of Wands. Clarification. That's a lot of wands. Okay, this is a mixed bag. And this is the only trump card, the Judgment card. So, again, we asked the outcome. What's the outcome of this? So this is going to shift, not only shift energetically about what's going on, and this is going to unify a lot of people, because this is a unification card. You see, Four of Wands is about a breakthrough. It's about, you see in the background, these two ladies celebrating. It's like a reunion of sort. So I think this is going to unify a lot of people. It's going to bring people together, because they're realizing the dysfunction that's happening, right? Again, Five of Wands, down for a particular group. So yeah, one group is going to be very unified. Another group is going to be really in conflict about this. So it looks like the bad guys, they're not having a good time here. They cannot get their story straight. Their agendas are conflicting with one another. So it looks like there's a lot of back and forth, right? They're not cohesive. I guess that's probably the best way of putting it. They're not cohesive. Their plan is crumbling. So it looks like when you're at the end of everybody's like running with like chickens without a head. That's kind of the feel where, there's no cohesiveness. Okay, we got that one. So again, a very long time, they thought that they were on top. They thought that they were doing well with each other, because this card, that Three of Cards, is a celebration card, right? So as if for a long time they felt like they were able to, their propaganda was being successful. They felt probably they were on top of everything. However, the truth has been coming out. The uncomfortable truth's been coming out, and people has been awakening. It's through their action. So again, so this is where this is get funny. The Seven of Swords, again, a strategy. So apparently this feels kind of like a play going on, because again, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. This is a strategy card, and that's the outcome. This is a strategy to awaken people, because the Judgment call, you see it, this phoenix rising, is really to awaken the dead. Really to put everybody, everybody out of their stupor. And to really put a shift, because every time that you see an Ace of Wands is a shift. It's a new beginning, a strike of inspiration, a strike of motivation. It's to create that spark in everybody's head, to awaken, to really see the truth. So again, it kind of saying what we've been saying all along, that it is a play, that a movie, that all of this is to bring people together, to expose the bad guys, and to show them for what they are, very combative, that they're not unified, and they have like different agenda competing with one another. The left is crumbling. The woke left is no more. And the Ace of Wands is saying that too, underneath. Right? So all of this is a strategy. So if you believe that there's a good guy, that there's a force, there's an alliance, there's a white hat, whatever out there, that's a strategy to awaken people even further, you know, so they can bring about the next phase change, so they can shift consciousness to the point that people are ready to hear the truth. Because again, swords is about truth words information. It's about, uh, being strategic in how you awaken a particular group of people who've been long asleep. Hence the judgment card. So two more cards. So two more cards for info. So it looks like things is gonna work out for Mr. T somehow. Don't they always? With that Six of Wands, where he's not only being recognized, he's going to be acknowledged. A lot of people are going to rally around him, and he's going to be even more of a rock star, if you can believe it. And things will somehow work itself out with that Ten of Cups. Okay, interesting. So that's the spiel for Big Daddy T. I'm happy to hear, because hey, what can I say? You gotta have to love the man. You have to at this point, after all this reading, I'm really rooting for the guy because he had it rough. So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.